Good afternoon, Prick for Pay Hotel members, another version of Better Call Art, and we're happy to see you on this Friday afternoon. And today we have Matias, who is the VP of Sales of Quick Quality Cabinets. And Matias, we appreciate you being on today. And how are things in Music?
Thanks, Art. I'm doing pretty well out here, just trying to stay cool. I'm sure we all are now, but yeah, happy to be here.
That's
Excited.
awesome.
Yeah.
I think it was 2 weeks ago, I actually found you through a friend of mine that was doing business with Quick Quality Cabinets, because it's probably like many of us in the copier industry right now. Sometimes we can get machines, but we can't get the accessories. And probably one of the most important accessories are cabinets.
Yes, that is correct. A lot of times, yeah, people can't find stamps right now. The OEM is just having supply line issues like we all are, but we try to get as much product in here as possible through the right avenues, whether that be China or other manufacturers that we have.
Right, and you were able to, I think, source 3 or 4 cabinets for us, and you know what? That allowed us to get an order out and delivered. That was $80,000.
Wow, that's great to hear. Yeah, we like to think that we're saving customers 30% on their cabinet margins. Generally, that's around what we save, but when
Right.
you hear big numbers like 80,000. That makes you feel good that you can help customers out like that.
Yeah, well, it allowed us to get it, delivered and built. So it's pretty big. So Quick Quality Cabinets. Maybe you can tell our members, little short synopsis about Quick Quality.
Yeah, so we started back in the 70s. The owner of the company at that time found that OEMs were charging a ridiculous price for their stands, and half the time it was that weird particle board or wood. And I know now there's some Kyocera OEMs and Ricoh OEMs that use particle board that just shatters. Well, ours are all metal. They come in a flat pack box, kind of like IKEA furniture, but it snaps together, no tools or anything. It takes about a minute to put together. And yeah, at 30% less the cost than the OEM. So that is pretty much what we do. We have 2 different warehouses, one in Louisville, Kentucky, one in Carson, California. So typically we can ship anywhere in about 2 to 4 days, as long as it is in stock. Yeah, that's a pretty rough outline of what we do here.
Okay, that's cool. So it's been a few years since I had my own dealership back in 86 to 98, and I knew a lot about cabinets and the cabinet suppliers. And I'm sure there's lots of, or a few, I don't even know how many cabinet suppliers there are. But what makes your company unique and different in your marketplace?
So in our marketplace, we're pretty much, we do aftermarket copier stands, and we make them to fit with the OEM machines. So that includes locator pins, feet stabilizers, things to make the stand and machine more cohesive. I know a lot of OEMs have a one-size-fits-all type deal. Like Lexmark has a giant adjustable stand that's supposed to fit their A4 machines, but we like to tailor a stand to those A4 machines so they don't look out of place, or they're not looking weird with like a 16-inch machine and then a 30-inch stand that just doesn't look right in an office. So we try to make our stands as cohesive as possible to the machine. With that, we also sell generic stands for those really hard to fit A4s that are about 15 inches tall, but you don't want them sitting on your desktop. You want a stand for that, so you don't clutter your desk with unnecessary things.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and I know sometimes I've gone out in the field and I've seen some pretty unique looking cabinets. And I ask myself, how the heck did that happen?
Yeah, that's like I said, that particle board and wood, those stands, a lot of dealers try to move them in with their machines on there, and then all of a sudden a caster breaks and you're down. So we, our sister company is Salesmaker Carts. They offer pretty much anything you would need if you are a person who needs to move 300-pound and up object. We do sell escaleras and copy caddies. I'm not sure if you or your customers are aware of that, but it's pretty handy when moving and installing copiers. It turns a two-man job into a one-man job, and
Right.
really saves the back of your installer.
Right. Well, the Escalera is the motorized cart for going up and down stairs, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Yep.
And that copy caddy is pretty much something to make the Escalera as efficient as possible. It turns into a ramp to get into your vehicle.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Then
So-
it disassembles into a dolly to get the machine to the stairs, and then that's where the Escalera comes in.
Do you have any YouTube videos on that?
We do on our site. It's foldingcarts.com, and we do have a YouTube page as well.
Okay.
Out there, and it's a great resource if you're looking to fix the everlasting issue of it moving these giant objects. So that's a great educational tool for us.
Yeah, absolutely. You probably don't have anything for this, but I know many of us have struggles with wide format machines.
Yes.
And I guess you have nothing that will move wide format machines, right?
Fortunately, we do not, but that copy caddy might do something for you. It can't get you upstairs, but it's got a pretty wide toe plate, I guess I should say.
Really?
Yeah.
That'll be interesting to look at. And the on YouTube, the name again is?
Salesmaker Carts.
Okay.
And our website is foldingcarts.com.
Cool. So how have things been the last couple of years?
Not too bad. COVID's kind of slowed us down, like I'm sure most companies, but we're managing to stay afloat just through the sheer volume of our customers right now. We joined IBPI, which is a purchasing group,
Right.
and that seems to really help us out. We've got an influx of customers now who are excited about both the carts and the stands. So it's finally good to see that synergy between both companies coming together.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's
awesome.
been
And do you go to any of the shows like the PTA events or?
I went
other
to
than the what was it you just mentioned?
IBPI. Yeah. So I went to the IBPI show down in Orlando this year, and
Yep.
BTA was sharing a show with them. So I got to meet and greet a lot of people there.
Good.
Yeah, and I went to that one in Vegas. I believe it's ITEX
Right.
last year, and that was also a good time. I'm sure it'd be a lot better without COVID going on, but yeah, I still found it very informative.
So we got cabinets, right? And you have cabinets for all the OEM.
Yeah,
companies?
so most companies, we got the big three, I believe: Kyocera, Lexmark, Ricoh, Canon, Toshiba, OP,
Okay.
and we have generics for HP, Brother, and Xerox. But yeah, we're looking to expand a little bit more into HP and Brother with their A4 machines, as they sell a ton of them, but they don't have any stands,
Yeah,
surprisingly.
because when, like with Brother, I had a conversation with an account. When you only sell or market A4 devices, well, then you have the chips for all those devices, because like the other manufacturers like Canon or Kyocera or Konica Minolta, they're taking their chips away from their A4 devices and putting them towards their A3 devices, because it's a much better revenue sale and profit maker for them.
Okay, yeah, I'd been aware of that, and yeah, that's interesting to hear that they're actually removing the A4s to go to A3s. I would have thought the volume of A4s would have been higher for them.
Well, it's a preference
Yeah.
for the A3s. The A3 machines have larger fleets
Okay.
and generate for both the dealer and the OEM more revenue.
Yeah.
So an $8,000 machine compared to a $2,000 machine.
Yeah.
30 A3 devices at 8,000 each
Ooh.
compared to 30 A4 devices at $2,000 each.
Yeah, and I bet they get a lot more contracts on those A3 as far as leasing and things like that go versus
Yeah,
A4s.
A3 is still popular because of the finishing options that are on those devices.
Okay.
And probably a reason why they've never brought a lot of those high-end finishing options down to A4 to try and preserve their A3 line. But
Okay.
sooner or later, they are going to have to have all the same finishing options on their A3s. I mean, they're going to have to take the finishing options from the A3 and put them on the A4 devices.
Yeah, it does seem like the A3s are getting smaller and smaller, so I'm sure there's going to be an A4 A3 hybrid here soon, if there's not already. I think
Yeah.
Lexmark has some machines that are kind of like that. But yeah, that's interesting.
It's Friday. I'm sure we both want to get done for the end of the day.
Yes, sir.
I want to thank you very much for your time on board. And just if you could give our members one more plug on how to reach you guys.
Yeah, definitely. So you can visit our website at qqcabinets.com if you're interested in the stands. You can also email info@qqcabinets.com. And if you have any questions regarding what stand fits what, we'll be happy to help. No questions asked. And if you're interested in our carts, you can visit us at www.foldingcarts.com. And that email address is info.salesmaker@gmail.com.
And this has been awesome. I appreciate the time and for you being on. And I'd like to thank all of our members for tuning in. And I leave every one of our greetings with the harder you work, the luckier you get. And everyone have a great weekend.